11 states are making a college education affordable to undocumented students by offering in-state tuition. Now, 2 Democrats in Rhode Island have proposed a bill that would offer the in-state rate to illegal immigrants there who went to high school in Rhode Island for at least 3 years. Is this fair? Well, here for a fair and balanced debate is civil attorney Angel Reyes, who supports the bill, and Democratic Rhode Island State Representative Peter Palumbo, who opposes it. Mr. Palumbo, let me start with you. I know you don't like this bill, so let me just tell you the thinking of your Democratic colleagues who do like it. They basically say that the immigrant student population is a very motivated one. So if you let them go to college, it will pay dividends for the state down the road. What's your response?
Sure. And then, first of all, it's an outrage. I just find it an absolute outrage when you're going to reward people who came into this country illegally, and at the same time, we have people from Attleboro, Mass., from Connecticut, from bordering states that have to pay the premium. That's my answer to that. That's my first response.
Okay.
I know there's...
let me just bring
Go ahead,
in,
I'm sorry.
since that's your first response, let me just get Mr. Reyes. What do you say to that? Mr. Palumbo says it's an outrage.
Peter, you must not be reading the headlines, because if you have been reading the headlines, you would know that there are now 47 million folks in America that are of Hispanic origin. And for every state to be competitive, they have to have an educated workforce. So unless your state wants to have a permanent underclass, you'd be best advised to allow for every child there that meets the residency requirements and that stays 3 years in high school there, allow them to go to the universities of your state.
Okay, Mr. Palumbo, your response.
Thanks. That's great. So now it's bad enough that we're offering college tuition to these people that are here illegally. When they graduate, now they're going to be competing for the same jobs that law-abiding students who have graduated are going to be shooting for. So we have a limit in jobs, and we have people from bordering states that can't come in because they're going to get bumped out or they're going to have to pay the premium. When you're rewarding bad behavior here. And I do read the headlines, and if my opponent would look at the headlines from a few weeks ago, they did a poll in the Providence Journal, and 84% of the people are outraged at this.
Okay, Mr.
So it's an overwhelming majority do not want it.
And Mr. Reyes, let me just show our viewers what kind of tuition break we're talking about. The in-state tuition in Rhode Island is $10,476. The out-of-state tuition is much steeper, $27,182. But I want you to address, Mr. Reyes, what Mr. Palumbo said, which is that for some people it's just a non-starter having people who did not use the right route to come to this country in the first place get any sort of break.
Look, these are exactly the right kind of kids that we need to be educating. They speak English, they're assimilated, they have an aptitude for success, and to the extent that they've spent 3 years in a Rhode Island high school, we need to let them have the in-state tuition because they meet the same residency requirements as every other high schooler in Rhode Island, and they got here through no fault of their own. They are not responsible for the fact that they were born in the United States.
Go ahead, Mr. Palumbo. Why doesn't it matter?
But they're here illegally. We're a nation of laws. Okay, this is only one piece of the puzzle. The problem we're having now in Rhode Island is we have a newly elected governor, okay, that just repealed an executive order by the former governor that was cracking down on illegal aliens. We have a new mayor in the city of Providence who basically opted out of the Safe Neighborhood Act, so that we're getting lenient in Providence, in our capital city, in our state, which just opens us up, okay, to all the illegal aliens in the country that want to find a safe haven.
Okay,
we
Mr.
now have
Reyes.
a sanctuary city.
Okay, so you make a good point that you're now a sanctuary city, Mr. Reyes. Mr. Palumbo just said we're a nation of laws. How do you get past that?
Yeah. Listen, Peter, I'm glad there were no Peter Palumbos back in the 1900s when waves and waves of Italian immigrants were coming to this country in an effort to succeed.
They came in legally.
So
they came in legally. There's nothing against it. We have no problem with immigration. We have a problem with illegal aliens. And let's not blur that.
Yeah, those laws are best left to the federal government so that we have standard and uniform comprehensive immigration reform.
Yes, they are, but they're not doing anything. So we have to do it ourselves until they step up to the plate.
Last word, Mr. Reyes.
Well, in an effort to not squander your state's resources, I want to assure you that even if you do offer these children in-state tuition, there probably won't be a flood of people moving to Rhode Island just to get that benefit.
All right, State Rep Peter Palumbo and Mr. Angel Reyes, thanks so much for coming in for this debate. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Allison.